Well. Today is Thursday, the 14th of June, and you're listening to episode 10 of Permanently Moved, a podcast in 301 seconds. Who'd have thought that I'd be 10 episodes in of this thing? I certainly didn't. I mean, I should be 13, but, workman, tools, and I am that kind of workman. So we begin with some announcements. First of all, shout out to long-time listener Dr. Kane Bidwell, who recently completed his move from London to Perth. So he's listening in a different time zone, and I can see it show up in my analytics. So thanks for that. Shout out to Gordon White of runesoup.com for his public shaming of my lack of podcasts in the 2 weeks that I had off between the shows. So thanks for that. I really appreciate it always. To Alex Federa of farmerversusfox.blog for his encouragement and always being at the other end of the G-chat box. And of course to Eve for always being amazing and for a great holiday. Cheers. So I think it's about time for the semi-regular feature, tech support. So I did a whole show about how I was moaning and complaining about social media and how it was affecting my life and I didn't like it. So I took some steps to change it, and I'm going to review a few things that I tried. The first is a Chrome extension called DF YouTube, or Distraction Free YouTube. Using the extension, you can basically delete parts of the YouTube UI, including suggested videos, playlists, comments, and trending videos. I switched off everything, and it has made my whole YouTube experience a lot cleaner, and I certainly don't find myself falling down YouTube spirals anymore because there's literally no way of doing so. The next two extensions kind of come together, and first of all, it's called Hide Twitter Guff. And basically it's an extension that removes what you may have missed, who to follow, trends, promotions, definitions, all of that stuff that you see in the UX when you're on the web player. And I highly recommend it. It really streamlines the page. The next extension was created by an artist called Benjamin Grosser, and it is called Twitter Demetricator. And what it does is that it essentially removes all of the metrics that you see on Twitter. So this includes how many followers you have, how many people are following you, how many tweets that you've tweeted, how many retweets individual tweets have, how many likes. It even removes the dates on tweets as well, so things can get a little confusing. I would say is that it completely has changed my experience of Twitter. It completely breaks the three-part logic of how Twitter is meant to work. Please read this, pass it on, I have more. Because you have no metrics, you can only really appraise a tweet on the merits of its own self-contained block. Not that many tweets have merit, but that's how the cookie crumbles. I've been using these extensions for about 6 weeks on my desktop when I've been at it, and what has happened to my experience? Well, Twitter is a lot less interesting, and I'm less likely to engage with it for likes and retweets, only for information and pushing stuff out, and then I close the tab. But then I immediately pick up my phone and look at it on there. So the answer probably is to remove Twitter from my phone. YouTube. I subscribe to quite a lot of people on YouTube, vloggers and so on and so forth, and it's basically just caused me to keep checking the app for the notification that there's a new video out and waiting for the dopamine hit that everyone is usually familiar with social media. So I'm not really sure what to do about that, but at least the experience of using it has improved. So I'm finding myself getting trapped in the loop on desktop, which is usually something that you see in other people rather than yourself. Especially when you're on public transport, you'll see someone open Instagram, no notifications, open Facebook, no notifications, WhatsApp, no notifications. Then they just go around again, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook. And I think it's physical muscle memory as much as it is psychological. So I'm going to investigate ways of breaking that. I can kind of hear you all screaming at me, why don't you just get one of that fuck this shit, block it apps? And I might actually have to do that, but we'll see. I would like to figure out how to do it through free will as opposed to just straight up block this. And the last piece of news for tech support is that this entire episode has been recorded on a BOYA MM1 compact camera shotgun mic. It plugs straight into your phone and you're good to go. So if this sounds all right, then I'm good to do field recordings basically. And there you go. I'm good to go for that. Thank you for listening. This has been episode 10. You can find this episode at permanentlymoved.online or you can check me out at thejmode.net.